Hello everyone, it's me Beata, and today I'm live very unexpectedly, but I'm working on Sunday and shooting some videos for you. So I have decided why not to make this one live. So in case you have like any questions about this topic, really, feel free to contact me because today I would like to make this live about Mars opposition Pluto in Synastry. This video have been requested much, even though I have some Mars Pluto video on my channel. But yes, we have already one comment, just what I was looking for. Perfect. So, if you have any questions, feel free to type it in. I will open the chat and I'll be right back with you, okay? So, one moment, please. Yeah. This aspect is considered to be very difficult and tricky in synastry. So, in case you have any personal experiences with this one, feel free to share it with us, okay? I will not be live for so long, but okay, we are almost there, so please have a patience with me. I don't know why. I have to check it out definitely. So, typical scenario with Pluto and Mars is that someone has Pluto in Libra and the other person has Mars in Aries, right? Because then this creates opposition. Now, it always has to be, or very often, or typically it's Pluto in Libra because we are Pluto in Libra generation, but obviously you can also be Pluto in Scorpio generation if you were born in different year than me. So you are much younger than me, then it's different. But let's take this example between Pluto in Libra and Mars in Aries. So this creates opposition as an aspect in synastry. Now, opposition as an aspect in synastry is considered to be, let's say, good one, okay? I personally take this aspect to be a good one in synastry. Not every time, but in the most of cases, you would be surprised how opposition can work very well. They say that opposite attracts, and they say it for a good reason. Someone just wrote me that Virgo and Pisces are, of course, in opposition as well. So yes, we can apply this for this aspect. Now, can this work? I believe that this aspect is considered to be violent and dangerous, okay? So I have my personal experiences with this aspect, and boy oh boy, I will tell you that it's fun. But I also know my friend who is married to a guy and they have Pluto opposition Mars and they are still together. So my conclusion on this aspect would be that it is really about individuals, okay? So before I would come to any conclusion about you, if you can have this aspect, you know, if you can be successful, if it's handleable for you, I have to check your birth chart, okay? For example, if you are the person like I am, that I have like Moon square Mars, and you know, Mars conjunct Uranus. So yes, uh, some problems with Mars are in my birth chart, then I am not the best candidate, okay, to handle this opposition, because uh, I can be angry myself, okay? So it is not like everything is lost with me, but I really have to, you know, be able to work with it, or to be willing to work with it, and to really work with my temper, my problems with anger, etc. You know, because when you are full of Mars energy, Martian energy, and you know, I also have Mars sextile Sun. But if you have mild aspect with Mars, it is really a good one. But typically, Moon Mars hard contacts, or Uranus Mars hard contacts, Pluto Mars contacts in a birth chart, what this creates is that if you have this opposition with Pluto with someone, wow, this can be really difficult, and this can eventually lead to even violence, you know, or at least you will scream at each other and you will not know when to stop, okay? Because this is what Pluto and Mars does. Now, if you are the person, so the key here would be, if you are Mars person, or whoever is Mars person, search their Mars. Is their Mars healthy? Is their Mars in a good sign, in a good house, good or well aspected? So is their Mars healthy? Do they know how to handle their temper? On the other hand, on the Pluto part, you really have to search their Pluto. So, are there any Pluto issues on the part of the Pluto person? Issues with Pluto would be absolutely any difficult contact between personal planets to Pluto, in this case, especially Pluto and Mars. Now, if you have difficult Pluto Sun, Pluto Mercury, Pluto Venus aspect, Pluto Moon aspect, this applies as well. Pluto Ascendant, we really cannot avoid Ascendant, because if you have like Pluto Ascendant problem in your birth chart, then you have Pluto issues. You are very Plutonic, but you really take things too far. So we can only assume that in this case, if you combine Pluto opposition Mars, you will really be, you know, very domineering, but not in a healthy way. Okay, side effect of this aspect is indeed that tremendous attraction, right? Mars is very much attracted to Pluto power, because you know, this is what Mars is after in this opposition. But as time develops, what happens with this opposition is that, you know, this all started as one hot affair, like we really have to touch each other, like, you know, very often, or we are not able to take our hands off of our partner. But at the end of the day, what this will transform to is that we will struggle, we will fight, we will not be able to get along, you know, because with this opposition, I actually have this one with my mom. Okay, so you can only imagine how road this can be, because Mars person is the person who somehow knows how to push the button of Pluto person, okay? But Pluto's power is the biggest one, okay? Even in this interaction, Pluto holds the power. So Mars is like that, you know, child, or has that childish approach or behavior, but Pluto is the guy who reacts on Mars childish behavior. Okay, that's why this can end up nasty. It can be handleable if you have healthy Mars, or whoever plays the role of Mars and has their Mars in healthy state. It can be handleable. On the other hand, of course, Pluto person has to be healthy as well. Problem is that in reality, when I see in Synastry this opposition between Mars and Pluto, there are reasons for this one, okay? So, in perfect world, their Mars would be healthy and, you know, your Pluto would be healthy in a birth chart, and vice versa. But in reality, typically, both people struggle with their particular planet which is involved in synastry, which might be Mars or Pluto in this case. So they struggle with this planet in their birth chart, and that's why they are so tremendously drawn to that person sexually in the first place, because they have this, you know, great opportunity from universe to work through these issues, okay? But you know, this aspect really requires maturity, because what we recognize with this aspect in the first place is a tremendous attraction, is a great sex, you know, but the real reason why we are together is different. Real reason why we are together with this opposition is that we have this problem in us, you know, problems with power, how to control ourselves, and all these anger issues, and you know, these power struggles. We already have these issues in us, and that's why we are with this person. Of course, we can grow separately, but we people only grow through relationships, right? If you are alone and you avoid interactions, then you really don't grow. So my conclusion on this would be that I don't know if this can work in a long term. You know, if your Mars is damaged or their Pluto is damaged or vice versa, it will be difficult, okay? It will be difficult to maintain it in a long run, even though you might not believe me, because if you are in initial stages, you have no idea, okay, what we are rushing into. Because this is how it works, you know. We really have to be like blindsided and to see only great sex, but we recognize deeper issues, and with this interaction, these are guaranteed. So I don't know if you have any questions, but if you have any, type it into the chat. I can answer it right now. But you know, I really wanted to bring awareness into this aspect, because I know that this aspect is perceived together with square to be the most dangerous, okay? I am working with my clients with Synastry readings, and absolutely I've seen this one, but I also know the issues. Okay, so at least we have to be aware where this can lead. If you want me, I can assess your Synastry chart, because you know there's of course generalization in this video because I don't have your chart in front of me, but if I had it I would be able to tell you more, you know, because each case is different, right? Okay guys, so I will sign off today. I wish you very, it depends on where you are, and I'll be back next week with more Synastry.